Hello everyone. My name is Shu Yu. You also could call my Robin. Okay, from our first contact with the concept of literacy to the general understanding now, I believe that everyone has a new or unique understanding of literacy. So in our last project, I want to share some of my experience and thoughts. First of all, I still want to talk about some definition of literacy. I believe that many people's initial understanding of literacy is that literacy is the ability to read, write, and use arithmetic in at least one writing method. This understanding is reflected by the definition of mainstream dictionaries and manuals. And this definition can be searched from Wikipedia. But now I have a new understanding of the meaning of literacy. I think that the literacy is the ability to express one's own thoughts and integrate into one's own expression after reading, listening, and watching. Maybe every time you read, listen, and watch, you can got a new understanding because everyone has different comprehension abilities. So when people integrate the ability, they just learn into some own method. The effects and the expression obtained will be also slightly different. This also means you can get more ideas through communication and sharing, just like our discussion. So although I have my own ideas now, this doesn't mean that I will stop the journal of exploration. Since my major is music, I hope to discuss the theory, composition, and the performance of music more. So this will help me gain more people's musical understanding of and incorporate this into my own performance. Although we haven't had the opportunity to exchange experience with other students in the same major recently because of the coronavirus, I also reading an interesting book recently, which is the author's name is Craig Wright, and the book name is The Listening of Music. This is a very challenging book for me because there are two reasons. The first reason is it is difficult to read because it contains some difficult expression that I don't know what it means. And on the other hand, it lists many famous musicians and works for them. It's difficult to understand music literacy deeply through this book. But I believe this is an interesting and long process of understanding in my college career. Okay, in addition to music reading and writing skills, I also want to improve my language communication skills. This means that I want to learn more languages such as German and Japanese. The main reason for I want to learn German is that there's one chance I had the honor to participate in a Sino-German exchange concert of the Chinese Symphony Orchestra. When I interacting with German music students, I really like the tone and the feeling when they communicate. And for the Japanese, because I really like to watch anime, and when I watching anime, I often follow the voice sometimes. So I learned I learned some Japanese a little bit. This made me very interested in learning Japanese. So at last, although my goal seems more complicated, I also like the feeling of being filled with things I'm interested in because it is what I like. So I will not get bored while learning this. I believe that my feeling about literacy will become more diverse and full of my own style in the future. And my life will also become more interesting and rich. Thank you for listening.